come on for a while, but I'm continuing to have. This week has just been unbelievable for making connections. So, if you don't know who I am, I'm Emma Smallbone. I'm an autistic mystic. I'm a healer in my ancestors' traditions. I'm an author. I don't know, I do lots of stuff. Anyway, when I was 47, I found out I was autistic, and it really started to make a lot more sense. My life started to make a lot more sense. Well, in the last 48 hours, I've been asking my brain some questions, and my brain loves to answer them. And it loves to make these crazy connections. And I think about 4 years ago, no, about 4 years ago, I was in a scientific study about how autistic brains tend to have the capacity to hold so much more without reaching psychosis. And as we know, all of this AI psychosis is like in the world. And that kind of made me a little bit nervous because I potentially at the time of the interview was feeling a little bit psychosis, but it was actually that whole process of being interviewed and being able to share what I was experiencing that helped me. And that's when I learned how integration and using my ancestral wisdom was really the way that I could start to process what I've been receiving my entire life. And I think it was last night when I went to sleep, I asked some specific questions to get some specific answers, and I woke up with them. So this morning, my family is out of the house. I felt like I had to go down into the woods, and I went down. I listened to the birds, I connected with the trees, and then I knew I had to come back and start my rituals. Today is the day. Um, and I know in my body that when I get these hits, hey everybody, um, I just listen. And if I listen, I receive. So today, one of the things that I've really been struggling is how to communicate as an autistic person what I am experiencing in my body because it isn't similar to a non autistic. So, what I experienced this morning was I called in some energies, I drummed in my ancestors. I connected, and I'll be posting that video. It's just taking a while to upload. I'll be posting that video. Yeah, I'm from Canada. You know what? I don't know any Nickelback. Probably a good thing because I heard they're not so great. Um, so this morning, while I was in my trance drumming, if you don't know, I'm also a shamanic practitioner, and that's how I make my connection. The Chad man spirituality. Hey, listen, I know a lot of those people. I know a lot of those people, and people assume I'm one of those people. But I'm actually like, I love science. I love practicality and making things function in this real world. But I am also going to tell you, drumming puts me into a trance, and I connect with multiple timelines. And this is the part. If you haven't read, oh gosh, they connected me to it yesterday. I will post it anyway. There is a book by this person that essentially created the New Age movement. And some of her teachings in that book are what I'm experiencing. So I asked to connect with that person. I asked to connect with a couple other people that I could bring me some information. So autistics can be conscious of, oh shit, what happened there? Now I'm bleeding. Fantastic. Look at this. I'm shedding blood with my for my story. Yeah, nothing beats a jet holiday. I know, jet to a holiday. Um, Autistics can be conscious of it all at once without it being overwhelming. So this is what I'm starting to realize is I literally sit here and feel all the wisdoms of all of my ancestors and all of my lifetimes all at once. And it's why I can't focus to actually get stuff out because they're literally like if I sit in a trance, I go through those lifetimes and I feel, and this sounds really wooey, but if you look into any of our ancestral ways of being, and all of you have ancestors that at one point sat in front of a fire and banged a drum. It just is. It doesn't matter where you came from or where you now exist on this planet. Your ancestors had a way of communicating with the land and with their ancestors. And in our bodies is that wisdom. Everybody has it. It doesn't matter where you are, whether you're a Chad, they've just figured it out and we're just annoyed. That's why we call them Chads, because they're living their best fucking life. They're dancing around and drumming and having so much fun, and we're all making fun of them. But they've actually tapped into this place where life is just easy. Life is just this thing of, I want to be conscious of those lifetimes and give me that information, and it becomes really easy. Now, when I say that as an autistic individual that has access to all sorts of information. And this scientific study that I was in looked at people who were traumatized in childhood and were able to maintain all this information. Odie, what do you want? Come on, buddy. My dog's crazy. Look at this. This is my life. What I'm dealing with right now is, I don't know if you can see him. Oh, there he is, way off in the woods. They'll be fine. Anywho, even saying this now, it feels a little bit crazy, but what I need to be saying is what I wrote down. It says, people can't see what I see because their minds are incapable of holding it all. Autistics can be conscious of all of it all at once, and that is why it's overwhelming. We're trying to process multiple lives at once. And I was watching a woman's account last night, and her child has like severe autism where it is it is not a happy existence. They feel absolutely miserable in their bodies. This kid will actually pull his teeth out of his head, roots and all, from the bone. And I will tell you, what I experienced this morning was feeling multiple bodies in my body. And if these kids, like on the telepathy tapes, we're all starting to learn about this, if they're experiencing all these things at once and they're not able to calm their bodies enough, it will feel like you have multiple teeth in your mouth. It will feel like people, like some of these kids are hitting themselves because it's like, is this my body? What's my body? I don't know what's my body. This is driving me crazy. And I'm really starting to understand it because of what I'm experiencing in my own body as, I hate all of these terms, but high functioning autism, because I don't think I function in this world. in this reality, in this timeline as we know it. I do not function. I don't fit. My body is way too sensitive for everything. I hear, like, even last night my whole family is the same. There was a hum or a vibration. We're out in the country. Like, okay, I can't feel my fingers. So we're like, you cannot see a house. We are in the country. Yes, there are people beside me, but you can't see them. Um, the closest city is like a 5-minute drive to the downtown core. So we're not like way out in the country. But yesterday there was this just low hum. The ground was vibrating. I could hear it like with my headphones on, without my headphones. And my whole entire family was irritated by it. My husband, who doesn't really ever mention any of that, had to wear headphones outside. And one of the things, and I don't know if I should put all of this in one video or I need to be putting this in separate videos, but maybe I can like split them. This is all due to the Earth's vibration, the Schumann resonance. The Earth vibrates at a certain rate. Every single time we have an earthquake, whether there's a multiple lightning strikes, whatever, it makes the Earth vibrate even more. Well, recently, we have been getting crazy solar flares. We have been having tsunamis and earthquakes, and the vibration of the planet is really intense. And for anybody like me who is hypersensitive, or anybody that is autistic, if you have nonverbal autistic kids, this time is going to be really hard. But there is a reprieve coming. At the end of October, the sun ends a 20-year cycle. There is going to be a massive burst. There is going to be a massive Schumann spike. And everybody will be able to feel what I feel. Whether it feels good or not, I don't know, but everybody's going to be able to feel it. A lot of autistic kids are going to want to vibrate off the planet. If you're a meditator, it's going to feel like so easy to achieve higher states of meditation. If you are somebody that connects with other realms, this period between now and October 30th, all you should do is focusing on making your body a clear vessel to receive what is ever coming our way. And the more that you focus on that, the more that you focus on being with the land and with yourself and not being distracted by all of the chaos that is going on right now, and it's going to get worse. But all of these spikes are causing chaos because so many people are starting to see what we see. And I will tell you, after almost 50 years of living with these visions, living with these... Freya! Oh, my dogs. I knew it was going to happen. My dogs just ran off. They go next door and hang out with my neighbor. It'll be fine. Anyway, on October 30th, it's going to be wild. So, plan a party. Anywho, I needed to come on and just get this out. I don't know who this is for or who will end up seeing it. If you receive anything from what I say or what I experience, you can come and learn more at thewildhealing.com. I'm Emma Smallbone. There's only one of me. I'm very easy to find. Just Google Emma Smallbone. 2 M's, small bone. Just the way it sounds. You will find me. I share all of this, and I'm sharing everything on Substack right now. I videotaped my channeling this morning, and I am sharing that. It's going up. So yeah, I'm not going to hide anything until, well, I'm not even going to hide it in October. But anywho, I got to go because my dogs are calling. I guess this is all I needed to say. Bye for now, wildlings.